Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, 55, right, 55. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. Eight-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 29, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Prescott to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A first down carry by Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
from the 39. Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
First down. Right here. There we go. Kill. Watch out.
Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Cowboys 14, Redskins 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Washington. Isaiah McKenzie, 77 yards. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
They'll
try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
20! The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Touchdown, Washington! Isaiah McKenzie. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ferguson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Elliott. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Now Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's low. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Four down, four down, four down.
On first down, here's Love. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Hopkins' kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jonathan Bostic. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A pickup of 15 yards.
Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Kill.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On the carry, it's Love. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Washington! Bryce Love, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go to Elliott again, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Cowboys.
Here we go, 46.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, Elliott, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after it. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Jonathan Bostic in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Play action. Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Switch. Watch the safety creep. Whoa.
Here's Love. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to let this one go, and that's caught inside the 35. Now, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 3rd down, here's Haskins. throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Kill.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front. So here are the Redskins now, an important 2-point conversion. Now a toss going left. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
First down, Prescott. That's Elliott, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A 20th carry here for Elliott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 45, Redskins 41.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. 55. Yo. Tighten up.
Now it's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
55, Mike, 55.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Today's final score, Cowboys.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.